Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. Great article from Phone Arena. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So, is T-Mobile still the underdog after the planned price increases? It's a valid question. Are they still the underdog? They got Sprint. They went after Mint. They closed that. Now they're going after US Cellular. So they're able to make purchases that they weren't making or able to make before. But the question is, are they still the underdog? Now, if you do the math, most of you that got the price increase on those legacy plans, you are probably still paying less than you would on another mobile network operator, such as Verizon and AT&T. If you wanted to, pay less after that price increase, you would probably have to go to a prepaid or an MVNO carrier to get a cheaper bill. Now, the question is, T-Mobile still the underdog? Arguably, yes, because they are still underpenetrated and under-indexed in a lot of areas. Besides urban, which they pretty much grew to the leading share in the top 50 and fair share in the top 100 as a standalone. They didn't need Sprint to grow its share in the urban metro core. But they needed it for FWA, suburban, and to start embarking on the journey going towards rural. That's why they needed it. So now they're growing to 20% rural share. They're closing in on that. They're closing in on their 7 to 8 million goal on FWA. They're closing in on their 20% goal for business and enterprise. So all of that is working as intended and planned. Now, the good thing is here, and I'm not saying that price increases are a good thing, but the good thing is as the price increases and inches closer to the competition, T-Mobile will have to find other ways to present value. As they say, guard that jealously. They want to guard that jealously. So they will have to find other ways now to bring us value, to keep us on T-Mobile, to keep churn as low as possible. Because it can't come from price anymore. There's no going back now. I'm just being honest with you. There's no going back. They can't just all of a sudden decrease pricing after increasing it. The new plans as structured are here to stay, the Go 5G plans, unless next year they introduce new plans. And all other legacy plans that have gone up by $5 per voice line and then the $2 per connected device, that's here to stay. That ain't going nowhere. So now T-Mobile has to figure out, okay, how do we present value in different ways? So what did they do? They relaunched or rebranded, if you will, T-Mobile Tuesdays, and they're calling it Magenta Status. That's one way to enhance value. And they can disrupt using that Magenta Status whenever they feel like it. I don't know about you guys, but I enjoy the $5 movie tickets. Now, can they enhance that? Yes, because not everybody likes to see or wants to see the movies sometimes that they have listed $4 to $5. Like right now, currently, they just did Bad Boys. I went to see that one. I got it's like $8.52 discount. That's a big value for me. Little Caesars, every now and then, that's a value. And some of the other stuff that they have sometimes they do Circle K drinks for free. Sometimes they do other stuff. It's a value. Now, they can improve on that. That's one way I feel they can offer value to the existing customer. Not everyone needs a cell phone all the time. So that's one thing T-Mobile has to look at too. They can keep throwing out those promotional offerings and they can keep promoting the Go 5G Next, where you can upgrade every year and get the same promo, new and existing. But not everybody's going to need that all the time. So now you have to look at other ways, right? I traveled a few months back to LA. I did use the in-flight Wi-Fi. So that was, for that moment, that was value. Even though I pay for it every month, and I don't use it every day, but for that travel, for that trip, it was value for me. So that's a value. Now, for those of you that don't really travel much or if any at all, if you're on the higher plans that have that baked in, you're probably not using that. So it's no value to you. So T-Mobile really has to analyze this. And I hope that they're doing that to really differentiate themselves moving forward, because pricing is not it anymore. A $20 price difference is minimal in this day and age. So it's going to have to come from, creating more value. Like me, for an example, I have the Netflix, I have their Hulu, and I have the Apple TV. That's value. I don't pay for those separately. It's all included in the plan. So I'm very curious and interesting to find out, or interested to find out what they offer moving forward. How they include more value than ever before. They want to guard that jealously. Verizon is turning up the heat on that. If you guys have been following the My Plan, yes, you're paying for that, but they got some strong stuff going there, where you can bundle the streaming platforms for a single cost and get multiple platforms. That's big. So Verizon is doing it there in their own way. So now T-Mobile has to figure out how they take care of that, and it's going to be interesting to see it evolve. Magenta Status has just started, so that's going to evolve. And what they have on there already I think is a pretty good deal. Now, for some, I've gotten messages that are saying, "Hey, I'm going on a cruise. I looked at their discount and it's the same price without T-Mobile." I've gotten those messages, but for some of you, like if you like going to the movies, just be open-minded. Even if it's not a movie that you're wanting to see, be open-minded. Hey, I'm going to go to the movies. I'm going to check out this movie, even though that wasn't on my radar. It's $5. Let me just go check it out. Make use of what they offer. Even the dinner rewards. If there's a couple of restaurants within your neighborhood or area, try it. Take advantage of what they use. I've seen that over the years. There's a lot of value that the carriers offer, and the customer doesn't make use of it. I saw the numbers for when AT&T had HBO Max at the time included in the plans. There were a ton of people in the millions that were on the plan that made them eligible for HBO Max, and I can't say the exact number, but millions did not even activate the subscription. It just sat there. They didn't even use it. Trust me, I use Hulu, I use Netflix, I use Apple TV. I make use of that stuff. I make use of those tickets that they offer for $5. I use sometimes, not all the times, I use the Little Caesars. I use whatever else they offer. So I try to make use of it because I know that's what it's intended for. So is T-Mobile the underdog? Let me know your answer in the comments. Like I said, I believe they still are, because they are so underpenetrated in a lot of areas. Even home broadband, when they get to 7 to 8 million next year, that's scratching the surface. They still have so much more customers to grow into if they want to. They don't have to. But like I said, that's still in the underdog position. Small market, rural areas, definitely an underdog in that market. So we'll see what happens. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.